Ever had a friend who joked so hard at your expense that you barely recognized yourself anymore? Well, the last joke he ever heard from me was the one that ended our friendship. Permanently. My friend Alex had always been the comedian of our group, the kind of guy who thought roasting was the highest form of affection. And for reasons I still don't fully understand, his absolute favorite target was me. Specifically, my stutter. Every time I'd get stuck on a word, he'd swoop in like a game show buzzer, blurting out the most absurd ending he could think of. If I said, I think we should, he'd jump in with, bungee jump into a volcano! Everyone would laugh. I'd laugh too, pretending it didn't sting. That's what friends do, right? You take the hits, you let things slide, you try not to ruin the mood. It got worse when he'd introduce me to new people. This is Mike. He comes with built-in buffering. People chuckled. I smiled. And deep down, a tiny piece of me curled up and died every time. Then, last month, Alex got a big promotion. Huge. He'd been chasing it for years. To celebrate, he invited our entire friend circle to a high-end restaurant, the kind with plates so fancy you're scared to touch them. This wasn't just friends. His manager showed up, and a couple of important clients, too. Big deal for him. At dinner, Alex decided to tell the story of his interview, how he nailed it, how confident he was, how the stars practically aligned for him. But the moment he started talking, nerves hit him hard. He tripped over his words, paused, restarted, lost his train of thought. It was the first time I'd ever seen him struggle with speaking. And something inside me clicked. Before he could recover, I leaned forward with a smile and began completing his sentences just like he always did to me. Except I used the most outrageous corporate buzzwords I could string together. He said, I wanted to explain my vision, and I cut in with, for synergistic paradigm optimization across all scalable platforms. He tried again. The hiring panel asked about my goals, and I finished, so I gave them my 5-year strategy for maximizing vertical alignment and leveraging cross-functional ecosystems. The clients burst into laughter. His boss wiped tears from his eyes. Even our friends were doubled over. The entire table was shaking from how hard they were laughing. Everyone, except Alex. His face went from embarrassed red to paper white. He didn't finish the story. He spent the rest of the dinner in complete silence. When the meal ended and everyone was heading out, he pulled me aside outside the restaurant. His voice was low, almost shaking. You humiliated me, he said, in front of my boss, in front of everyone. I looked at him, really looked at him for the first time in years, and I said, calmly, strange, isn't it? How it's only hilarious when you're the one doing it. I wasn't angry. I wasn't shaking. I wasn't stumbling over a single word. For one moment in my life, I spoke perfectly. Alex didn't reply. He just walked away. That night, he blocked me on every platform, phone, socials, everything. But honestly, for the first time in a long time, I felt lighter. Because I realized the joke had never been on me. It had always been on the friendship I kept trying to protect. And losing